Hi, Pam Kinneberg here with another Friday tutorial for facepaint.com, and today we're going to talk about eye designs. And I'm going to kind of share how to make them as flattering as you can for women. So I'm going to start with just some examples of what to do, what not to do. I like to keep all my eye designs for women in just very tight around their eye. I don't usually go further down than this. If you go further down, like say below the nose, like about here, it's going to draw everything sort of downward, elongate the design, and it's just not going to be very flattering. So keep your designs closer to the eye and pretty tight in there. It's just going to be a more beautiful design. I don't go up to the forehead usually, just keep it really tight. So I'm going to show you, I do a basic stroke with a 3/4 inch flat brush, keeping the white on the inside and the dark going up as sort of their eyeliner. So I like to use paints that have a dark edge to them. And so you just kind of bring the brush up, you go up in a little swoop, bring it around, and you've got your first swoosh there. Now this is where you have to be super careful, is on really young people, this is going to work just fine, bringing this stroke to the outer corner of their eye. However, as women age, the skin here tends to droop down. And so what happens if you paint that to the corner of the eye, this is what it's going to look like when they open their eyes. It's going to droop right in the corner, just like that. And it's going to be a very unflattering little droop. You don't want that. You want that flow to go up. That draws their eye up. It makes them look younger. It's just a much more flattering look. So again, let's pretend this eye is closed, and I will be showing you what happens when where to go on that eye to make things work out the way you want them. What you want to do is cheat that corner a little bit so that you don't go all the way to the end. I gotta fix this here, I did a little wrong. There we go. You don't want the edge of that to come all the way to the outer corner, because that will alleviate that little dip when they open their eyes. So keep that in mind when you're doing these. Super important. So again, now this is something you don't want to do. You don't want to start out this way by drooping that in the corner. That's totally going to make it look bad. So don't do it that way. Keep that flow going up. So here is the final one. Pretend her eye is closed again so that we're working on the eyelid. Start with the white in the corner. And then sort of twist your brush so that that black goes along the eyelid. Cheat the corner, bring it up and around. And that's how you want to do your eye designs. So now let's show you a couple of eye designs using what we just learned. See, I've cheated that corner a little bit. I'm bringing my brush around. The focal point is right towards the center of the nose, so you're going to curve your brush around as if it was heading to that center. And then I like to do sometimes a little brush stroke that is kind of opposite of the top one, going down. I'm using a little stencil. I like to use some little stencils. This one works really well because it just goes right with that the curve of the eyelid, and I don't fill out the whole entire stencil. I just put a little bit on the edge. I'm using the Craze Amethyst Stone Stroke, and I'm coming in with a number 1 round brush and I am just filling in, just doing some line work. You can kind of just do your thing here. I like some sharp teardrops. I'm doing some crossovers here. Really, I just make these up as I go. So just again, just keeping them tight into the eye and putting a little tribal-ish line there. Then I'm coming in with my Craze White and doing some dots. Bringing in white gives some contrast to the design. Doing a couple teardrops with white, so that the white is not only contained in the teardrop, in the dots, that it's also in the teardrops. And now I'm using some glitter glue and some Heaven chunky glitter from Vivid, and just placing that right below the eye, just like that. You don't want to get it too close like I've done here. Just be really careful of that. So just a simple little eye design. And here's another one. Let's do it a different way. I'm starting out with that same basic stroke and going up. I'm not carrying it all the way over this time. I'm just leaving it right there. And now I'm going to use this Flora brush, and I've loaded it, triple loaded it with white and 2 colors from that same one stroke. And I'm just going to do some little flower petals around the outer corner and come in with some small teardrops to add a little more interest to that. You can do anything you want here. You just see how tight I am making this to the eye. I'm not bringing things up, I'm not bringing things down. I'm just keeping it tight in. I'm going to add a few dots in here to bring that contrast in. Little teardrops in the corner. A few little dots on top. And some teardrops on the side. And that's all you need. It's just a pretty little eye design that's women love because it's not overpowering. Happy painting!